Bitcoin, the world's biggest in terms of market value and the most popular cryptocurrency, is celebrating its 14th birthday today. So it was on Jan 3rd, 2009, the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, known as the Genesis block, was mined by the pseudonymous developer known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is based on several fundamental principles. Let's understand them one by one. The pure point-to-point electronic cash system in which one party can be immediately start an online payment and pay the other party without the involvement of any intermediary financial institutions. So which means this aided in reducing the influence of global central banks, which is a big valid point in the white paper of Bitcoin. Without a credited third party, the problem of double spending can be avoided. That's what the basic principle of Bitcoin was. The point-to-point network environment is a solution to the problem of duplicate spending. Duplicate spending was a big concern then, and hence the establishment of Bitcoin. As transaction records, all transactions will be time-stamped and integrated into an extended proof-of-work chain based off the hash algorithm. The established records can be modified unless of the proof-of-work is copied completely. The longest chain will be considered not only as a proof of observed sequence of events, but also the largest pool of maximum computing power from the CPU. As long as the most of the CPU computing capacity is not controlled by cooperative attacking nodes, the longest chain with its length exceeding the attacker can be generated. So that makes the blockchain hack-proof. That is something which was the main objective behind this. The number of infrastructure required by the system is quite small. It only needs nodes to try their best to spread information within the whole network. So in short, nodes can leave or rejoin the network at any given point of time. The longest proof-of-work chain will become the proof-of-nodes transaction procedure during the offline period. When one considers all the viewpoints and logic above, the feasibility of the theory that the point-to-point transactions can be released merely through having their own network act as a credential intermediary within no centralized intervention or involvement needed is actually a convincing point. So let's take you through some of the facts. Bitcoin, which is based on such theory, that first Bitcoin transaction system, the first block as we have mentioned, the Genesis block, and the first case of paying by the Bitcoin which appeared. And it then mentioned the time 3rd January 2009, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout for banks, was the hidden message inside the Genesis block pointing to the damaged financial system at that time. According to the reports, Bitcoin had roughly around 40 to 60 active developers, a small group who maintained the network smoothly for 14 years so far without any serious technical error. So there is actually a hack-free Bitcoin blockchain network. The Bitcoin halving will happen next in the year 2024 when reward will fall to 3.125 Bitcoins. The Bitcoin halves every 4 years. The first Bitcoin halving occurred in November 2012. The next halving then happened in July 2016, and the most recent halving was in May 2020. So there will only be 21 million Bitcoins. Presently, a bit more than 19 million are mined, leaving just under 2 million left to be created. Now Bitcoin has an inflation rate of less than 2%. A decentralized network of validators verify all Bitcoin transactions in a process called mining. So miners are paid 6.25 Bitcoins when they are the first to use complex math to add a group of transactions to the Bitcoin blockchain as a part of its proof-of-work mechanism. Those blocks of transactions added roughly every 10 minutes, and the Bitcoin code dictates the reward for the miners, reduced by half of every 210,000 blocks are created. So now more than 40 million addresses are holding at least a small portion of Bitcoin, a more than 90% increase over the past 4 years. So that's all there is in this birthday Bitcoin special. This is Manoj Zara signing off, but keep watching 3.0 TV for more such interesting updates. Until then, thank you.